Well, we all made it to the weekend. That's the good news, right? Yay! Bad news is it's still really cold outside, but probably not for everybody. I know some of you are in Hawaii, which I would like to be in Hawaii because it's warm there, but sadly, I am here where it's still cold. Tonight, we are opening some football and some basketball. Our football is, let's just put the spreadsheet up, and then that way, that'll be the easiest way to run through it, I think. So this is basically the order that we're breaking in as well. So we'll be starting off with the 2016 playbook football, rolling into some 2016 or 2017 rather, Hit Parade Gold Signature Edition football, a box of Grand Reserve basketball, a box of Black Gold Collegiate basketball, and then we'll wrap it up with the half case of Contenders football. So all the one box breaks, those don't take very long. I mean, the one that has the most cards probably is Grand Reserve. So none of them take forever, but if you are here for Contenders, you do have probably a half an hour or something like that. So aloha to you, Jay. I don't think we have any issues tonight, so I think we're in good shape there. I don't have any. I might have had a couple of unsold teams, but I don't remember what they are offhand. But yeah, I don't think we have anybody that we had to cancel their bids and resell tonight. But hey, thank you for offering on that. So hopefully by now you guys have all read what is up on the screen as well. If your team does not get a hit tonight, because there are products, especially these one box products, where there are going to be teams that don't get hits. So if your team is one of those and you do not get a hit, you are still entitled to a card for your team, typically sent with your next package that ships out. If you want it sent sooner, send me a message. I will do that. All the details are on eBay in the listing description, which hopefully you've all read. The spreadsheet that you see up now is just a quick little run through of things that are coming up this week. So, yeah, we got a lot of stuff listed. We're going to be busy in the days ahead, which is, you know what, honestly, going to make life a little difficult for me because Windows broke my computer again. So this is one box of 2016 Panini Playbook Football. This is break number 2. Second time we've broken it, although honestly I think I've broken it other times, but probably combined with other stuff. But the only one I could find a number on was number 1, so we're going with number 2 anyway. That sounded funny, didn't it? Sorry, I digress. Of course, our eBay end date was tonight, the 19th. Our live stream schedule is also tonight, Friday the 19th, and I'm scrolling down through here so you can all have a chance to see your name in lights across from your team. And we will, of course, put that spreadsheet up before each and every break. So if you're in one of the other breaks, it will go up before yours. And what else? You're going to see the background go out of focus here in a hot second because I'm taking it off of autofocus and changing it up just a little bit so that we can look at the cards up nice and close without all the pesky zooming in and out that autofocus brings. Hi, Nicholas. How are you, man? So yeah, Windows Update. Do you guys remember the other day? Well, some of you might if you did the break with me maybe a week ago, something like that, 10 days ago. And Windows Update had just crashed my desktop and I couldn't get off the blue screen of death. I worked on it all day long. I finally got everything back up and running, got the updates installed. Life was good. Don't you know that today, frickin' thing crashed again. Now I can't get off the blue screen of death. Having to do everything from the laptop because the IT people I use can't get here until Monday. Oh, it's dreadful. This is to 25. I'm trying to decide if that's... I think that's actually part of the design. For a second, I thought that might be a chip down there in that lower left, but it may actually be part of the logo. But this is to 25 with the Carlos Hyde out of 2016 playbook. Somebody's going to be happy here in a second. We're going to look at this first. Ricardo Lewis is our booklet in here. Nice 2-color patch on one side, 3-color patch on the other on-card auto for the Browns, numbered 225, 1 of 25, first in the series even. Woohoo! For the Dallas Cowboys, we have Dak Prescott. It's not signed, I know, but it still probably makes you happy, right? Because it's rookie Dak Prescott. It's still $199. I was hoping maybe we would flip it over and find that it was signed. It's not, but it's still nice to get a Dak Prescott hit for rookie year if you're the Cowboys. Oh, Nicholas, you're getting over a cold. I'm sorry. That is a drag. I do not a fan, obviously. I don't think too many people are a fan of being sick, but colds are just kind of odd because they linger, right? You're not really sick enough to be totally sick, but you just don't feel quite right, and then they last forever. So once again, just quick little recap here. This is our box of 2016 Playbook. Please keep in mind, if you are one of the teams that did not get a hit, the information on the spreadsheet that I had up earlier tells you what happens next, as does the description for the listing. How it works if your team doesn't get a hit, what you're entitled to, and when it will normally ship. And since we're getting ready to do another one box break, we'll put that up again for a hot second. So if someone missed it the first time, you can see it there. And we are then going to switch back over and take a look at our next break. This is one box of 2017 Hit Parade Gold Signature Edition football. This is the first time we've broken it. We've broken, I think, some other gold signature, baseball maybe it was. So we're going to bust into some football. I have a few of these on hand, so from everything I can tell, it looks like there's some really good hits in there. So like anything, I'm sure some boxes have a better hit than others, but I'm going to hope that we're going to have the big fiery hit. That's what I'm feeling. We've been on a good run lately, so let's hope that let's hope it carries on into tonight. So this is just going to be one card in here. And it will be autographed. I think some are graded, some aren't. And there's, again, should be pretty decent hits, according to all the info that they provide us. That's just a little Hit Parade, card thing that was in there. And is that a Le'Veon Bell? Yeah, it is. That's a little Le'Veon Bell on-card auto numbered to 80. That's Press Pass Gallery. That has got to be his rookie year, 2013. Of course, he's in his Michigan State uniform, but we know that he is a Pittsburgh Steeler and has always been a Pittsburgh Steeler. So nice little rookie Le'Veon Bell hit pulled out for the Steelers out of our Hit Parade Gold Signature Edition. Brandon, I will put that back up there right now because once again we're getting ready to do another one box break. So I'll just put that same little notice back up there so everybody can see it again. Let me just get us switched back onto the correct page. So once again, this represents both the order that we are breaking in tonight. It also has on there, as you can see, the approximate ship date for the various items this evening. And it also talks about what happens if you do not pull a card in a break, if you have a no-hit team. And of course, all of this info is also in the listing description. But there you go. So we are up next with one box of 2016-17 Panini Grand Reserve Basketball. This is break number 3. Our others, I think, I don't remember if we did our others as half cases or just loose boxes. I can't even remember how we did them. That's crazy, but I can't. And you can see Jeffrey Karma 5 has a lot of spots in here. So Jeffrey Karma 5 likes Grand Reserve, and I hope that we find something awesome in here for him because he's got most of the teams, which is pretty awesome. So, and then we have one team in there you see designated as no bids buyback. That would be the Sacramento Kings. If anything comes out for the Kings, it will stay here with me and join its brothers on Card Mountain. Otherwise, if it comes out for one of you guys, Actually, you know what? I think I listed Grand Reserve in the wrong spot. I listed it as a free shipping break, but actually this is a paid shipping break. So it would ship on Monday, not on Wednesday, where I had the free shipping stuff ships about once every 5 days on average. The paid shipping stuff usually goes out a little sooner. And I just did not think about it and put this in the wrong spot. So Grand Reserve here actually most likely will go out on Monday. The other stuff that was free shipping that is in that category that says Wednesday really will be Wednesday. So there we go. And Daniel Kelly, hi, how are you? This is our third break of the night. We've opened 2016 Playbook and 2017 Hit Parade football so far. And I don't know what's going on with our focus again tonight. It's a little, I think it's a little not exactly where I want it to be. I'm going to try to tweak this a little bit and see if that made it better, the worse, or the same. And I just hit the wrong thing where I can't see it now. Oh yeah, I think that's worse, isn't it? Oh yeah, that's worse. I needed to go the opposite direction. That's better. Okay, now we're back on track. So there's a fair amount of base in Grand Reserve. There are also some really nice hits. Obviously, the hits are what we're more interested in. That is a redemption. We're going to come back to it. Insert for Rudy Gobert for the Utah Jazz. Dominating performers. A few more base cards there. I know I'm holding you in suspense here in terms of that redemption. We'll do it the very last thing. We'll flip it over. Oh boy, I can't ever say this guy's name right. Montejunas or something closely akin to that for the Pelicans. That is a sticker auto. I need to get some sleeves out of here. Daniel, what was drawn in Playbook? It was the Browns and the 49ers and the Cowboys, I believe. There's just 3 cards in 2016 Playbook. You know, each time they do Playbook, it's a different configuration. It seems like in 2016 it was 3 cards, 1 booklet and 2 others. This is closing statements insert David Robinson for the Spurs. Some more base. Here's our nice cornerstone hit. This is my favorite thing. This is really why I like Grand Reserve. These cornerstone cards are pretty awesome. This is Evan Fournier for the Magic. We've got 4 patches on there. A couple of them are nice with the 2 colors. The top 2, frankly, a little boring. That's an on-card auto. It is numbered to 49, coming out for the Orlando Magic. But the cornerstone cards are there, in my opinion. That's the reason to buy Grand Reserve. I like those a lot. Dominating performers, again, DeMar DeRozan. Insert for the Raptors. A few more base cards here, and then we're going to flip over our redemption and see what that's all about. And it comes up as, oh, nice, Devin Booker, Cornerstone Quartz. Really nice. Let's go see what this is numbered to. Of course, it's going to be for the Phoenix Suns, but Book is a good one to pull. Now, of course, you would know the night that I'm trying to plan ahead and have everything set up and ready to go. I have the checklist all set up to go for, look, Contenders football, right? And then we pull a redemption out of something else. I got to start all over again. I thought I was ahead of the game. I was so proud of myself for having that ready to go. And then now, whoops, does not count. Does not count. They're going to call that, let's see if we, I've already forgotten what this is, Grand Reserve. So, oh, they're going to, because this is under, I forget that they called the 2016-17. They're going to have listed under 16. I think that's kind of, I don't know. For some reason, I can't mentally get on board with that, and I always go to the wrong place first. So this is Cornerstones Quartz is what we're looking for. And Mr. Devin Booker, it's going to be numbered to 49 for the Suns. So that is an excellent little hit there out of Grand Reserve. What did I do with my marker? So we'll recap this break here in a second. And then we'll move on to the Black Gold Collegiate. So our inserts were the Raptors, the Spurs, and the Jazz. Our nice little Cornerstone on-card auto, Evan Fournier for the Magic to 49. So that's going to be similar to what the Devin Booker will look like, because it is also numbered to 49. I'm assuming they're both considered quartz. And then for the Pelicans, the guy whose name I can't pronounce. Yeah, not at all. And then our sweet little Devin Booker redemption. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it. And of course, there's all those base cards too, but we're just recapping the hits. And then, what are you asking me about the Seahawk? I was actually planning on getting that out tomorrow, Daniel. Do you need me to hold it? Is that what you're asking me to do? To hold your shipment until after next Wednesday? Or to send it on next Wednesday? I'm confused. I'm confused about what you need me to do on that. So just you're gonna have to give me more information. My brain's kind of in neutral, and I can't quite figure out what I need to do with that. This actually, I have this in the wrong place, so let's just fix that because it was a paid shipping break. So we'll move it down there. I know it puts it in the wrong order, but for the purposes of what we're doing, it's fine. We'll just leave the rest of it. So once again, what we're getting ready to open is this Black Gold Collegiate Basketball. So you can see with the free shipping breaks, they go out once every 5 days roughly. It means it will go out on or about Wednesday. If you hit nothing, you're still going to get a consolation card. And that typically will ship with your next hit. If you want it to ship sooner, shoot me a message. We'll work it out. So this is one box of 2016-17 Panini Black Gold Collegiate Basketball. This is break number 2 for it. And 3 teams in there right in a row that did not sell. They're designated as no bids buyback. If anything comes out for one of those teams, of course, it's going to stay here with me. Otherwise, if it comes out for one of you, it's going to go out roughly Wednesday of next week. Sooner, of course, if you have another package heading your way in the meantime. And this being a collegiate product, of course, everybody's going to be in a college uniform, but it's whoever's on these cards, they're going to go to the current team that the player is on as of right now today. You may recall I mentioned back a month or two ago when we updated all that special circumstances area and tried to simplify some things. That's one of the changes that was made. So anybody in a collegiate uniform, which obviously these are all going to be, it will go to the team that player is currently playing for. And by currently, I mean right now, tonight, on the 19th of January of 2018. So that's what I'm saying. All right. All right, first out, Jordan Clarkson to 49. The base cards and everything are numbered in Black Gold Collegiate, just like they are in regular Black Gold. Elfrid Payton to 99 is the next out. These gigantic thick cards here. This is Chris Dunn, rated rookie signage to, did I say already to 199? If I didn't, it is. And you can see that is a monstrously thick card. We have Podol to 199, another rated rookie symbol. And once again, just guys, these will go to the current team that these players are with, the current NBA team that they are on today, right now, as we speak. DeJounte Murray, Black Gold autograph to 99. Yeah, the problem with those cards, Nicholas, those 260-point cards, is that there are no top loaders that fit those. So, that only leaves you the option of a magnetic case. And if you want something sturdier, and those are like $6 or something for the heavy ones like that. Patrick McCaw, black gold autograph to $199. Anthony Barber to $199. It's a Devin Booker kind of night because here he is again to $199 on the massive materials. And of course, that's Phoenix Suns. There's a little bit of chipping, both upper corners. You can see there those little specks of white along the edges. So a little bit of chipping on that one, on both of the upper corners. To $199 on D'Angelo Russell. Of course, he has been traded, so I believe he's currently the Nets, right? Once again, all of these go to the current teams that the player is on today. This is to $199 on the Steven Zimmerman rated rookie. A little bit of chipping down here. Well, really, that whole kind of left side, you can see it on there. So that is the deal with that. Let's, I guess we'll recap that. I mean, it's a pretty quick break, but you never know, just in case somebody wants a second look or something. Daniel, you like black gold and origins? Yeah, I agree. I like black gold. I think they're very high-end looking cards. I mean, the color combination alone makes them kind of have a high quality feel to them. And then, of course, it's nice to have the signatures on there and the gold metallic paint pens and whatnot. They're a pretty nice looking series as a whole. Oh, Nicholas, you buy your 260-point one-touch cases, you mean? That you're paying a little over $4 each for in bulk? Yeah, I don't have a lot of call for the 260. In fact, I've never had anybody ask me for a 260-point one-touch case. Every once in a while, I'll put something in it if it's a high-dollar card and just have it in there. But most of the time, people don't want them. They just don't want to pay for that that case. Is kind of the long and short of it. And yes, I agree. Grading black gold is really hardly ever a good idea because it shows any little imperfection. And of course, as we know, almost everything you pull out of anything is going to have some imperfection. So it does make it tough to grade black gold sometimes, that's for sure. So this brings us to our main event tonight for many of you, which is our 6 boxes of 2017 Panini Contenders football. This is a half case break, and it is break number 8. It also ended tonight on the 19th, and our live stream schedule also the 19th at 10 o'clock. So let's scroll down through here. You can all start putting it out in the universe, right? Put it out there, who you're trying to pull, who you're looking for, and that worked last night for some people. I think it was it? Yeah, last night in Optics, somebody, I can't, it was an Eagles. I think it was Eagles. They said, oh, we really need to pull some Eagles, something. And it wasn't maybe 5 minutes later. Boom. Here came a nice little Mac Hollins on-card auto came out. It was crazy. And guys, if you are watching this live, or really even if you're watching it in tape delay, but particularly if you are watching it live and you hear me interacting with people in chat, but you cannot see the chat or participate in the chat because you can't see it, I think you have to be logged into YouTube. That's what I've been told anyway, is that once you log into YouTube, chat shows up and you're able to read it and join it and all that. And Daniel Kelly, yes indeed, we are busting in right now to Contenders. And you said all you need is a Shaquill Griffin. We pulled a Shaquill Griffin 1 of 1. Shaquill is a super short print anyway. I'm pretty sure he's SSP and not SP. So he's hard to pull to begin with, but we did pull him as a 1 of 1. Not the last case, I don't think, but maybe the second case. Second or third case, anyway. But we can sure pull him again. We can try. We won't pull the 1-1, but we might pull something else. Nicholas Bowers is looking for Josh Dobbs, Moats, and any Steelers variation. Daniel's also looking for some Chris Carson cracked ice. Oh, Daniel, that shouldn't break your heart about Shaquille Griffin. Don't let that bother you. He's a super short print, or a short print, but I think it's SSP, which means there's only 100 or fewer of any of his cards. So that's okay. You can still pull something really nice. And the 1-of-1 that we pulled, if I am remembering correctly, was not autographed. So there could still be a 1-of-1 autograph variation floating around somewhere. You never know. It's hard to know sometimes what Panini does, what all they have designated as 1-of-1s. So this is the last of the cases I have of contenders. There's one more break up and listed. You probably saw it when I put the spreadsheet up earlier of the stuff that's coming up in the next 5 days. And it is a break of first off the line. That's this back here of contenders. It's a 3-box break. It's not a half case. But the first off the line has 2 variations that you can only get in those boxes. One of them is a red foil RPS, and again, those I always get confused as to which are the SSP and which are the SP. So I can't ever keep it straight in my head. So I think that it's the SSP, which means 100 or less of any given player in that red foil RPS. Those first off the line boxes will also have a red foil red zone card that can only be found in that particular box. So we do still have that little bit of contenders that we'll be busting into, but this is the last of the cases, and nobody that I know, that I buy from, I should say, has any cases left. So yeah. Oh, was that? I couldn't remember who pulled that Amara Darboh. I hadn't. Oh, well, that Amara Darboh that I did was out of Optic last night. You're talking about a Contenders Darboh 1-of-1. Okay, all right. We were thinking 2 different things there. I was thinking the one from last night. So we're going to find a bunch of these round numbers cards, and they have 2 different teams on them, as you see. I'm going to set them off to the left there, and we will address those at the end of the break. So random.org will determine for us how those cards are going to go. It will either go to the team on the left side of the card or the team on the right side of the card. We'll just do the whole group of them in random at the end of the break. If we find Panini Rewards points in here, which probably we will, I mean, we often do, that means that it has replaced a hit, and as such, I give it out by way of random at the end of the break. So it's kind of just like a floating hit, if you will. Everybody will have a chance at it if we pull some rewards points. This is numbered to 99, championship ticket, Mike Evans for the Tampa Bay Bucks. Yeah, hey, listen, that's anything 1-of-1, Daniel. You know I am a fan. I am all about the 1-of-1s. They make me quite happy. So I'm glad that you pulled that and got a nice little auto on it, and that's awesome. Chad Hansen playoff ticket to 99, sticker auto. And of course, we're going to find, Panini says 5 to 6 autographs per box. In my experience, it's usually 5, but they do say 5 or 6. So there is always the possibility of pulling something extra out of any given box. All those little advertising cards that you see go by have codes on them. If you want one of those, let me know. I'll type out a code for you. Adam Shaheen on the Rookie of the Year contenders insert. That is numbered to 199 for the Bears. That is a sticker auto. So yeah, the advertisements are, as you can see, Kid Reporter. It's a code if you want to enter your kid in that contest, which I'm guessing that contest is that contest already over? Because like the Super Bowl is right around the corner. You would think so, but I don't know. And then the other one is for 18% off at the NFL shop. So if you want either one, shoot me a message. I'll type one out for you. Jordan Leggett for the Jets. Rookie ticket, horizontal variation sticker auto. And I'm sure you've noticed I move the cards off to the left after we've looked at them and the pile gets to a certain size. There is a mat over there as well. That's my sorting. That's my sorting area. So they still stay nice and safe and cozy on a mat. They just move out of the line of fire, so to speak. So Brad Kaya for the Carolina Panthers. Rookie ticket, horizontal variation sticker auto. He's, of course, in his Lions uniform, but you see there it's designated when he was signed by the Panthers. And, of course, it has the Panthers team designation on it. So that's ultimately what decides where the card goes anyway. But I do like to point that out because sometimes, you know, if you're kind of half paying attention or something, you might see the Lions uniform. And if you have the Lions, you'd be thinking, hey, that's my card. But that one is actually not for the Panthers. Marlon Mack, rookie ticket for the Colts. That again with our horizontal variation and an on-card auto. I like the way that Marlon Mack takes up all the space. You don't have to worry about that. So Tom Brady and his hand. What are you guys thinking about that? I mean, now they're listing him as questionable for the game this weekend. Supposedly one of his own teammates somehow ran into him in practice and jammed up his hand during a handoff or a botched attempt at a handoff, it sounds like. So how much of that do you think is real? I mean, does anybody really think he's not going to play in this playoff game? Or are the Patriots just kind of putting that out there to throw the Jags off balance? I mean, certainly he's got something going on with his hand. I'm not suggesting that, but I'm talking about the fact that they're calling him questionable and, you know, Brian Hoyer's up there saying, oh, well, I'm prepared, I'm ready to go, and all that stuff. I don't know. It just seems like, what could you do to your hand in practice with a botched handoff that would cause you to be unable to use it days later? I mean, I just, like, what could you really do? All you're doing is handing off the ball. Somebody misses it, so they hit your hand, they jam your hand. I mean, maybe it's sore, maybe it's bruised, but I can't imagine what it would be that would make you be questionable for a playoff game. It doesn't make sense. So Nicholas says that it is the Patriots playing head games. And Daniel Kelly says he's with his friend who's a big Patriots fan, and his friend is, like, upset. Oh, Nicholas, he had to have stitches? I did not know that he had to have stitches. But again, how do you do that? Like, what happens? How does the guy run into you in such a way that you need stitches in your hand afterwards? The whole story sounds fishy, doesn't it? It sounds a little fishy to me. I don't know. Maybe went in and punched his locker or something. Busted up his hand. And they just don't want to say that. I don't know. I expect he's going to be out there, though. I just cannot imagine that they're going to put Brian Hoyer out there in a playoff game. Although, along about now, you know that they are wishing, well, Tom's not, because I think he wanted Jimmy G gone, but everybody else on the team is wishing along about now that Garoppolo was still riding the pine, because he could come in and save the day for them if he needs to. Donnell Pumphrey for the Eagles. That is numbered to 99. Sticker auto on the rookie roundup insert. Of course, and then also, what is this mess coming out about Le'Veon Bell? I guess you guys heard that, right? That apparently he skipped almost all of the practice before our most recent playoff debacle against the Jags, that he showed up maybe 5 minutes before practice was over, skipped the rest of it. And then Tomlin likes him to show up a couple hours before the game, and he didn't. He came in, cruising in like really late, close to game time, and basically just being a you-know-what. Rookie ticket, Elijah Qualls. Sticker auto. So, I don't know how that guy thinks that gets him more money. Because, I mean, that's what he wants. He was offered $15 million a year on a long-term contract by the Steelers. He basically said, up yours. He wanted $16 million. I don't know that the way to get $16 million is by holding out through all of spring training and taking 4 weeks to get up to speed, and then before the playoff game deciding you don't need to practice or do the walkthrough or whatever. I mean, I love Le'Veon Bell. You guys know that. I love my Steelers. I love Le'Veon Bell, but I don't really know what's going on with him. Rookie ticket, Taco Charlton for the Dallas Cowboys. The more stuff that I hear and the more stuff that comes out, the more I think he's not going to sign with the Steelers again. Maybe I'm wrong, but that seems to be how it's heading, doesn't it? Playoff ticket to 249, Julio Jones for the Falcons. Daniel Kelly says the Jags paid him. He deserves more money and they ain't paying him. You know what? He makes a lot of money, okay? He makes a lot of money. And as we all know, running backs are not really the prized position in the NFL in terms of monetary value. And he would absolutely be resetting the market for running back. Now, I realize that he's also kind of acting as our number 2 or maybe number 3 receiver now after Juju has come into the picture. But that's a lot of money. Taysom Hill for the Saints. And sticker auto. And once again, you'll note that he's in the Packers uniform. There's a little writing about that he was traded. But the most important part, of course, is the Saints designation on the card. Yeah, I mean, I know he says that he wants to stay there, but I just don't know if that's going to happen. I mean, the $15 million a year was a record-setting number for his position anyway. That's to 199, and I think a pretty good amount of it was guaranteed, and he obviously did not want to settle for that. And then he's been kind of whatever all year. And then, of course, this most recent business of coming out, if they franchise tag me again, I'll retire. And I mean, he's really, not that he doesn't deserve to get paid. I'm not against the guy getting paid. I am a little bit against not doing what you need to do to get ready for a playoff game, because you did get paid this year. So you should have probably come to work, is all I'm saying. Dalvin Cook for the Vikings. Nice little on-card auto rookie ticket. Vikes with a nice hit. Dalvin just about came off the card there, didn't he? Which is, I mean, at the top and the bottom, he's quite, it's a quite pronounced signature. You think that Seattle is going to trade Sherman to the Steelers for Le'Veon? I don't know that do we want Richard Sherman? I mean, I don't know if the Steelers want Richard Sherman. I think the Steelers plan to develop James Conner. And, of course, he had some promising moments and he got hurt, so he ended his season early. But I think they're planning to develop him. I don't think clearly he's not going to walk in the door being Le'Veon Bell, but I don't know if they take on Richard Sherman either. That's a big contract to take on for somebody who's in the later years of their career. I mean, certainly the Steelers signed some free agents and things of that nature, but they're not usually the ones going after the high-profile, high-dollar free agents. Steelers have always kind of built from the draft, historically. And certainly adding some pieces here and there as you go along. But they're not one of the flashy spending teams, I guess is the way I would say it. And then, of course, you guys, I'm sure you saw this in the news. Leonard Fournette in his Mercedes, I forget what, it's a rare version of Mercedes. It's $100,000 plus car and made in really limited numbers. And he got rear-ended a couple days ago, totaled his car. I'm not laughing because his car got totaled. I'm laughing because it was a Steelers fan that did it. Like, obviously, they didn't do it on purpose. They didn't know it was Leonard Fournette when they rear-ended him. But yeah, it turned out that it was a Steelers fan that hit him and rear-ended his car. And then he signed the bumper for some of the first responders because the whole bumper was off the car, apparently. So he just picks the bumper up out of the road, signs it for one of the first responders. I mean, apparently he was pretty cool about the whole thing, and he wasn't hurt, so good news for the Jags, of course, that he wasn't hurt. But I thought, how ironic that the guy gets his car totaled and it turns out to be a Steelers fan that did it. Nicholas says we need to get rid of Mike Mitchell. Well, we have a lot of positions that we need a little work with. Tight end is one. Safety is another. A couple of linemen, a couple of defensive linemen. I mean, we've got several places where we need to make some off-season changes. And truthfully, Tomlin probably needs to make some changes with his assistant coaches on the defensive side of the ball. I don't think he's going to do that, but he probably should. Ryan Ramczyk for the New Orleans Saints. Sticker auto rookie ticket. Round numbers to 25 on that one. Those aren't usually numbered that low, so that's kind of cool. Tariq Cohen for the Bears on one side, Donnell Pumphrey for the Eagles on the other. And, of course, once again, that will fall into that group that will be divvied up by way of random.org at the end of the break. Rookie ticket, Cole Hikatini for the 49ers, sticker auto. If you didn't hear me mention it earlier or you didn't see it on the spreadsheet when I put it up there, I expect that this will ship out on Monday, most likely, for contenders. That's my expectation, anyway, unless something else goes wrong, like not being able to print from my laptop. I shouldn't have even said that out loud. What is wrong with me? Let's find some wood. Yeah, I don't even know why I put that in the universe. Michael Roberts, rookie ticket, sticker auto. I'm still so bummed that the Windows Update has completely destroyed my desktop. I don't know how I'm going to get it fixed. I mean, I know how to fix it because I fixed it the first time, but the way that I need to fix it suddenly somehow is not an option. So something else has happened to it. Stupid Windows Update. Marshawn Lattimore, New Orleans Saints. Speaking of defensive rookies, he's a good one. Sticker auto rookie ticket horizontal variation. So I guess hopefully my guy that I use for IT stuff can't come until Monday night. I was like, oh man, you are killing me, but that's best he said he could do. So I spent the rest of the day today, when I would have been doing sorting and shipping, I spent trying to recreate all of my spreadsheets and stuff, because all of that, of course, is also stored, guess where? In the desktop. Yeah. Can't get to anything. Not a stinking thing. Somebody wanted some pictures of something today. Couldn't do that. Because couldn't get the camera to... The camera wouldn't install on the laptop, which I thought was odd. But it would not. So it's missing... I couldn't find a driver for it online either. And Windows didn't auto supply a driver. And I couldn't get it to install at all on the laptop. Strange. Rookie ticket, Jeremy McNichols on card auto. So it was a challenging day for me technologically. But hopefully my IT man will save me when he shows up on Monday night and he'll be able to fix it. Because doing that stuff from the laptop, holy mackerel, it takes twice as long. Twice as long, easily. It's not as fast as my desktop. It's not as easy to work with. It's just a pain in the you-know-what. Rookie ticket, D'Angelo Yancey. Sticker auto, Green Bay Packers. I probably kind of need a new desktop anyway. Mine is a few years old. Oh, but I'm just really didn't want to invest the money. I would love for this Antonio Brown to be signed, but it might be just, yeah, okay, so it's a championship ticket to 99. But there's always that moment of hope, right, where you think it could be signed until you flip it over. It's always that moment. Yeah, you know what? I do have, I think I have trying to remember if I have a Western Digital external hooked up or not. I guess I probably do. I did have at one time. I haven't even thought about it in forever. I think it auto updates. So that might be an option if I pull it off of the desktop and try to hook it to the laptop. Still not going to solve my overall problem. It would have solved my problem today of the spreadsheets, but I've already recreated all of them, so I should have thought of that earlier. Yeah, well, good suggestion anyway, Nicholas. And I had kind of forgotten about the Western Digital, so it's good anyway. Adrian, break number 3 of which products? We have actually broken everything tonight except for Contenders, which we're in right now. So whichever product it was, yes, we have done it. But I just don't know which product specifically you're asking me about. I might be able to remember some of the hits if you let me know that. Yeah, Nicholas, I don't even have my card collection cataloged. I don't even have most of my card collection sorted. I did do a little bit in December to start sorting it. It's kind of pseudo-sorted, but only about 50%. Because I was trying to pull the stuff that I wanted to get graded, and then I just don't ever have time. And every time I think I'm going to have time, I'll feel like, oh, I'm catching up, or I'm getting ahead, or I'm in good shape. I'm going to have a few extra hours tonight or today or over the weekend or whatever. It seems like something always happens. And it not only takes up what little bit of time I thought would be free time, it bleeds over into time when I should be doing something else. And then the next thing you know, I'm behind again. And that's just kind of how things go around here sometimes. Oh, Grand Reserve Basketball. Yeah. We for sure did that already. There was a Devin Booker redemption for the Suns that was a Cornerstone Quartz, and there was a Cornerstone Quartz for... Who was the other one, guys? Was it the Magic? Who was it? Does anybody remember? And then, of course, there were some inserts, and there was an autograph for somebody whose name I can't pronounce. but I cannot remember the team. We did do it, yes. But I'm having, as you can see, a challenge remembering much beyond the fact that we had the Devin Booker redemption. Of course, you'll be able to see it all, though. You know, I'll post the recorded version and all that jazz. I don't know if there were any Warriors, Adrian, in terms of the base cards and stuff. I don't know. Hits-wise, there were not. This is numbered to 10. Playoff ticket, David Johnson for the Arizona Cardinals. Nice little hit for AZ. But if there wasn't anything, Adrian, you'll still get something. I'll still send you something, even if they're, you know, if you didn't have any base cards or inserts or anything, you'll still get a package of some sort. So, because that was yeah, not to worry. You'll still get something. So, O.J. Howard on-card auto rookie ticket for the Bucks. And probably it'll be tomorrow when I upload the recorded version of this break. However, in the meantime, YouTube archives the live stream, and they usually make it available to watch a couple of hours after it ends. They do something processing. I don't even know what that involves. But whenever they finish that, you can watch the archived version. It'll just be titled live stream. This is the 249 Alshon Jeffrey playoff ticket. That's if, you know, you don't want to wait and see the recorded version. There's no difference in the two other than the recorded one. I will put in the title and put more, you know, all the stuff in the description about the names and what the break numbers were and all that jazz. That's literally the only difference between the two, is that. There's our friend Panini Rewards Points. I knew we'd find one. We almost always do. So there he is. He goes over there in the pile of TBD, to be determined stuff. And that, once again, will be divvied up by way of random.org when we get to the end of this break. Looks like the Buffalo Bills got a hit with Matt Milano. Rookie ticket sticker auto. Oh, and Daniel, I didn't mean to ignore you up there a second ago. I got myself sidetracked mentally. Occasionally I hijack my own brain. You are still looking for your Shaquill Griffin. So yeah, let's put that out in the universe and see if we can conjure one up for you. And the first time I pulled it, the one of one out of one of these contenders breaks, at that point, I think it was before they had released the list that said that it was an SSP. So obviously I knew it was nice because it was a one of one, but we didn't really know how nice it was until later finding out that Shaquill Griffin has a tough pull in general in contenders. So sometimes you find out after the fact. But then we pulled that nice silver ticket the other night. Man, that was sweet too. And we went into that, when I went into the checklist, I found out it was, there are only two, numbered to 2. That was another one where I knew it was nice, but until I went to the checklist, I didn't know how nice. Jake Butt for the Denver Broncos. Sticker auto rookie ticket. So this is box 4 of 6 that we're finishing up right now. So we have 2 boxes left to take a look at here. So if we have not found who you're looking for yet, let's hope we can round them up out of one of these last 2 boxes. Hopefully. I'm sad that I don't have any more contenders cases. I mean, it's going to be fun to break the first off the line because those red foil parallels are nice. But it still would be cool to to have some more cases because I like contenders. You know me, I like most of the card sets. I mean, there's some I'm not as fond of, but I like cards in general. But there are, for sure, certain sets that I really enjoy opening, and contenders is one of them. And I'm looking forward to the fact that they're bringing back Contenders basketball. So we're going to have that in a few weeks. Haven't had that since 2012, I think. So last year we had Contenders basketball. Yeah, your Steelers are hiding right now, and you are right, Daniel. Your Seahawks are too. Both those teams are still waiting kind of to show up, aren't they? And as a whole, the Steelers have been well represented in Contenders this year. Had some very nice Steelers pulls overall out of Contenders. So hopefully one's going to roll in here, as well as some Seahawks for Daniel. Of course, you guys know I've got these one handful of little leftover boxes of Origins. We've been doing them in one box breaks. We did one last night or night before last. We'll do the rest of what's there in one box breaks. And after that, I'm considering going back and breaking some more cases of it. We broke a bunch when it first came out, and then haven't really broken a whole lot since then, or not recently anyway. Oh, another one of one. Yeah, buddy. One of one Evan Ingram for the Giants. We are on a one of one roll lately, guys. I mean, we have been pulling them right and left, and I am super pumped to have another one come out tonight. So I will remind everyone, including our Giants team owner there, if you would like a one-touch magnetic case for that card or for any other card that you pull with me, shoot me a message on eBay. For the most part, they're going to be $3. That covers the cost that I pay for the case, and then the PayPal fees to receive the case, or to receive the payment for the case, I should say. And if you want one, just send the message saying that you know, which card from which break, and I would invoice you directly from PayPal as a PayPal money request. This is someone whose name I'm not even going to attempt. So we're just going to go with it's a rookie ticket. It's a sticker auto, kind of not much of a signature, as much as kind of like a little interesting pattern for the Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, it is a signature, obviously, but I could not make out a single letter in that. So that's just kind of an interesting one there. Nicholas, do you have the Giants tonight? Is that your hit? I know you have the Steelers, but I don't know if you have other teams. I never remember who has what. This is to 99 round numbers between the Niners and the Broncos. No, you don't? Okay, I'm sorry. I thought maybe you did. Because you said boom, and it looked like an excited kind of boom, so I was thinking maybe it was yours. I wasn't sure. For the Carolina Panthers, Deshaun Hall. Sticker auto rookie ticket. That was a Houston Oilers card that went by. And, of course, Houston Oilers goes to Tennessee Titans because the card always stays with its franchise. And the old Houston Oilers are the current Tennessee Titans. So that's how those roll on down the hill, so to speak. Playoff ticket for the Cardinals to 249 with Carson Palmer. Well, Only managed to grab one of those the first go round. Khalil Mack looks bigger there than he does in real life, doesn't he? Something about that picture, it makes Khalil Mack look more foreboding, I think is the word. Not that he wouldn't be intimidating on the field regardless. I mean, I would run from him, but I'm just saying. Rookie ticket, Solomon Thomas for the 49ers sticker auto. So I'm going to try this year to get some more private signings. I don't know if you guys, some of you who have been breaking with me for a long time are familiar with those. Some others may not be. Quincy Wilson, rookie ticket, sticker auto. Basically, it's a card set that's called private signings. They all come encased and in one-touch mag cases. They're all signed. Some of them are signed with memorabilia attached. Some of them are just signatures. There are loads of one-of-ones in there. And it's usually pretty high-profile players, rookies and veterans. And they only come out one time for NFL, one time for NBA. Once a year, I mean. And the only way you can get them is by buying some massively overpriced other stuff. Stuff that's way, way overpriced. And then they tell you that the private signings card is free. Yeah, it's not really free because you're paying probably twice as much as you should be paying for the product that you have to buy to get it. But anyway, I like private signings, and there's some really awesome stuff you can pull from it. So I'm going to try to get my hands on some of the NFL ones when they come out. I've got some NBA that I just got in yesterday or day before. We broke some NBA several times in the last few months. And then I got tired of doing them, and I only have one or two left. I opened them myself and said, I'm done with it for a while. And then I saw them somewhere the other day because someone else had bought a ton of them, I guess. And now they're selling those just themselves, which is where I got all the other NBA ones too. I didn't buy the overpriced product to get them. I literally paid a much higher price and just bought the free thing. So anyway, I did order a couple more of those NBA private signings that will open in the next week or 10 days or something like that. But I'm going to try to load up on the NFL ones this year because we've got such a good rookie class. And you'd be surprised some of the hits that come out of there. If you're not familiar with it, you should look at some of the eBay auctions and see if you can find any private signings like from any of the prior years, and you have a better idea of what I'm talking about. But it's getting close to time for those to come out, and I'm kind of excited about it. Nicholas Bauer says it is time for a Watt variation auto, and Daniel says it's time for his Shaquille Griffin, because we are on the last box. So that is, you're right. This is the time to throw it all out there. This is numbered to 99 for the Chargers playoff ticket, Artavis Scott sticker auto, if I didn't say that. Another Jake Butt. So you got a pair of those for the Broncos. Another rookie ticket sticker auto. Well, we had a bunch of cracked ice, Nicholas, in the first part of this case. We had 2 or 3. We had more than normal out of the first half of this from, what was that, night before last? Or was it night before last or 3 nights ago. I don't know. Recently, whenever we opened the first part of this. Delaney Walker to 99 for the Titans. So we definitely, I mean, as a whole, this case has been quite good. As a whole, we've pulled a lot of quite nice stuff out of here. Rookie ticket, Devontae Mays. I couldn't remember in the first half if we pulled Steelers out of there or not, because we pulled, of course, I've done Optic in between, and sometimes in my head, I get confused as to which has come out of which when I do them in close proximity like that. So I wasn't sure. I couldn't remember if we had a Steelers group come out of the first half or not. Of course, we don't have to totally say goodbye to contenders, aside from the fact that we still have our first off the line that we can open and will be opening. Aside from that, we're going to have Optic contenders before you know it. So that will be the little hybrid there between Optic marries contenders and has a baby, and it is Optic Contenders is the baby's name. Gerard Davis, rookie ticket, sticker auto for the Lions. You see a redemption there I've got laying up there at the top. We're going to flip it over at the very end of the break, and we'll see who's on that. Make somebody happy right there at the last minute. It's always possible that could be your TJ Watt. He is a redemption in here. CJ Beathard, draft class variation, 49ers to 49 on card auto. Nice little hit there. So we'll have to see what happens with him. Poor guy. I mean, he gets injured and then they bring in Jimmy Garoppolo. So he's just like going, yeah, there goes my starting job. This is 299 legendary contenders, Brett Favre for the Green Bay Packers. All right, so it is time to pull our redemption around, take a look at it. We'll go to the checklist and verify it and also see what it is numbered to. Then we will award our 150 Panini Rewards points. We'll deal with, I'm going to pull out the two that are in sleeves. We'll deal with these round numbers cards by way of random. We got all that little housekeeping stuff that we're going to do. And this is Taywan Taylor. There is a cracked dice variation, as a matter of fact. So, cracked dice and the horizontal variation. Nice hit for the Titans. But we're going to go to the checklist and verify that. So, let's wander back over here. And I've got to get us on the right page. After having it all set up and ready to go, yeah, you know what happened. Then I had to pull it up for a basketball one, and now we got to start all over and go back through all this. I had it ready. I did. And then we unexpectedly pulled the redemption out of basketball. All right, what did I say the card set was on this? Rookie Cracked Ice Ticket Variation RPS. Gosh, that is a mouthful. All right, rookie, good grief, Cracked Ice Ticket Variation. Is that it? Is this going to be it? I guess this is it. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. The other one say it? Oh, yeah, it's this. Rookie Cracked Ice Ticket Variation RPS. It's that. Okay. Card number 378. There is Taywan Taylor, Tennessee Titans. Looks like it's going to be numbered to 25. So that is a very nice hit to wrap up with the Titans happy, I'm sure. Oh, you got skunked on this one, Nicholas? Man, I'm sorry. I mean, of course, everybody's got something because we have so many inserts and base cards and all that. But I know what you mean. Obviously, you were looking for an autograph or a championship ticket or something like that. I'm sorry we didn't hit one for you tonight. That's always kind of a drag. But my experience has been that sometimes you'll have down nights, but then sometimes you have a period of down nights. That's really awful when that happens. It's happened to me before. But then when you rebound, or at least for me, then when I do rebound, I usually come back and all of a sudden I start hitting things like crazy. So hopefully that's going to be the same for you. So I'm just bringing you along with me here as we head over to random. You saw that I copied all of our team names, and that's because we're going to paste them in here and determine where 150 rewards points go. So I'll scroll up through here so that you can see that in fact all 32 of our teams were pasted in there. And since we have 32 items, there's no reason, I think, to do random more than once. We're just going to hit it one time. Whatever team ends up on top takes that 150 points. And it is the Baltimore Ravens. So let me write that on here. Because we're next going to go to our round numbers cards. And we're just going to stay right here in random because that is something else that has to be awarded by way of random. And for this, because we only have 2 items in here, I will hit random 3 times. The first 2 times are not going to count. It's only the 3rd time that counts. So first one doesn't count, second doesn't count, third and final does. There you'll see 3 times, and it is going to the right-hand side of the card. So we're going to take a look at all of these, and everybody can get an idea of what is entailed. That, of course, I marked on the sleeve, not on the card. So we will have Bears, Broncos, Chief, Bronco, Texan, Panther, Texan, Bronco, Cardinal, Niner, Giant, Titan, Giant, Niner, Ram, Bill, Texan, Giant, Titan, Pack, Texan, Bengal, Charger, Ram. All right, that's how all of those round numbers cards are going to be divvied up. Then we have our sweet little redemption that's headed to the Tennessee Titans with the Taywan Taylor rookie cracked ice ticket variation RPS. We have the 150 Panini rewards points that was awarded to the Ravens. And of course, again, I didn't write directly on your thing. Championship ticket to 99, Delaney Walker, Titans. Playoff ticket to 249, Carson Palmer for the Cardinals. Playoff ticket to 249, Alshon Jeffrey for the Eagles. Championship ticket to 99, AB for the Steelers. Playoff ticket to 249 for the Falcons, Julio Jones. Mike Evans to 99, championship ticket for the Bucks. Which then brings us to our little stack of hits. C.J. Beathard to 49 on the draft class variation for the 49ers. Our sweet little 1 of 1 there. Very nice hit for the Giants with the Evan Ingram on-card auto Rookie of the Year contender. And then the rest of these, we're just going to flip through them here and let everybody take a look again. That's to 99 on the Artavis Scott playoff ticket for the Chargers. And if you missed me saying it earlier, I expect that this will ship on Monday. That's my goal. That's my hope and my plan. Playoff ticket numbered 210, David Johnson for the Cardinals. Another nice low number hit there. That Marshawn Lattimore is, there's a slight possibility that that's a short print. I don't know for certain. Rookie Roundup, Donnell Pumphrey to 99. That one is a sticker auto on that variation. And of course, the variation for Marlon Mack and Kaya and Leggett. And then another Rookie of the Year contenders variation. This one, Adam Shaheen to 199. That's also a sticker auto for the Bears. And another playoff ticket to 99, Chad Hansen for the Jets. So that is all for tonight. As always, I appreciate everyone bidding with me, breaking with me, keeping me company in chat. I'll throw up the spreadsheet one more time here, just in case somebody's scrolled to the end, which happens sometimes. They just scroll in and take a look at the final moments and don't watch the break all the way through. So if that's the case, here's all the stuff we talked about tonight, including a quick rundown of upcoming things. You see tomorrow we've got a lot of stuff coming out. Very busy tomorrow with some autographed baseballs, some Elite Extra Edition baseballs, some autographed jerseys, black gold football, triple threads football, gold standard basketball, Donruss basketball. We got a lot of stuff going Saturday. And then, of course, stuff all throughout the week and new stuff added every night. So hopefully I will see you again on another break. If I don't see you again this weekend, then take care until I do run across you the next time. So as always, thank you. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.